We have the most cutting-edge, time-saving technology in the history of mankind, but the least amount of patience in the history of humanity. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? We became so efficient that we can no longer bear the slightest inefficiency. And it's a universal phenomenon, it seems like. Everyone is very impatient these days. But if the rest of the world is a hungry dog, Korea is like a famished dog on steroids. So I was in an elevator the other day and I noticed myself tapping on the close button multiple times, as if pressing it more than once would make the doors close faster. And then I noticed, I do this almost every single time. Almost like a daily ritual whenever I get on an elevator. And it almost feels awkward to just get on an elevator and stand there until the door closes. And I don't even remember the last time I've done that in Korea, to be honest. And then I noticed that there is not a single person I remember who didn't press the close button in an elevator. At least one passenger always abided by this unspoken etiquette of optimizing the elevator experience by pushing that close button. And then I realized that this Korean elevator culture represents something more than just common etiquette. It represents a unique sentiment that Koreans developed over the past years. And this is not particularly that people just like things to be fast, per se. It's more of a disdain towards wasted time. A very strong aversion against wasting even a single second. So whether it is ordering food or responding to messages or catching the subway, there's always an unspoken expectation that things should keep moving. And sometimes the expectation is too strong that people file too many unnecessary complaints about minor delays or criticize people too harshly for not keeping up the pace at work, school, or any other social situations. It's almost as if efficiency is no longer a luxury, but a default in Korean society. And since efficiency became a default, people no longer take their time to know about someone or understand another person thoroughly. Because how inefficient is it to actually get to know someone from scratch without making any presumptions about the other person, right? Maybe that's why so many stereotypes exist within our society. Because it's awfully efficient to assume that good-looking people are also competent and trustworthy and generous. It is awfully convenient to assume that the university that you attended represents your intelligence and diligence. It is awfully efficient to associate how busy you are with how successful and responsible you are. It is also awfully efficient to associate blue-collar jobs with low status and low education. And it's awfully funny to see how the simple act of pressing the close button in an elevator represents so many default beliefs we hold that we don't even question anymore.